Hello and welcome to the other season opener between the Mohawk Mountaineers and the Fanshawe Falcons. We are with men's basketball at the OCAA. If you missed the last game, the women's game, you missed an amazing game. Two huge, an absolute amazing game from both teams. Mohawk Mountaineers winning the women's game by one.
What a close game we saw from both teams.
Get some fist bumps from everyone right now.
It's always great when the referees are involved.
We are here at the David Braley Athletic Center.
Seems Iverson might not be playing today for this Mountaineers team. Seems to still be in his training tracksuit.
We are about to be going into the well, into national anthem, but we're gonna get
Just a little pump fake from Iverson Chung. I was scared for a second that he wasn't going to be playing today, but seems that he just likes to wait till the end before getting to Jersey.
the Mountaineers last season. Finished with a record of 11-7. Fanshawe finished 11-7. So both teams, if you judge it from a last year standpoint, they're extremely even-headed.
And even though that the record says 11-7, I would definitely say last year this Mountaineers team was very, very dangerous, especially early on in the season. But we both know how injuries played out for the Mountaineers team down the stretch and how some unfortunate situations did occur throughout the season for them.
We have opening little ceremony. Got starting lineups. Got the point guard Iverson Chong, shooting guard Harpreet Gill. At the threes, Dante Richards. At the four, Rayvon Young. And the big man, Marco Dosen. Just starting five for the Mountaineers today. With the lights off, light show, everybody's getting into it, fans getting into it. We are set for a fantastic matchup between the two teams. Last game we did broadcast, though, was an amazing game between. It was an exhibition game since this is season opener. Last game we did broadcast was the exhibition game between McMaster and Mohawk. That was an amazing game.
Amazing game from those two teams and just really trying to take on that city rivalry to the next level. And it's great that we're able to get on some national live TV during that game.
Mountaineers won that exhibition game against McMaster. What we got tip off right now, just having a little bit of a lighting issue. Just got to get the second half of the lights on. Game hasn't started yet, and they're already shooting the lights out.
What can I say? We know what to expect from this Mountaineers team.
Opening tip off. We are underway as it is won by the Mountaineers. Mountaineers having possession. Fanshawe already getting right into this. Rayvon Young on the right wing. Passes it out.
I'm so excited to see how this team moves.
That's a step back three. Iverson Song.
Huge bucket from Iverson right there. They just can't guard him. Great stuff.
First possession, first shot goes in. Mountaineers are shooting a 1-for-1 on the year. Falcons take it there. Steven Okafor drives in.
Amazing defense from Rayvon Young and just this Mountaineers squad. But again, huge shot from Iverson Chung. And just being around Iverson, one thing I can definitely say is he believes he is the best point guard in this league. He believes he's the best point guard in the OCAA. And I wouldn't put an argument to it.
Dante Richards. Pass it to Rayvon Young on the point. Passes to Iverson Chong. Passes to Richards. Misses the corner three, but a foul is called. It's still going to be Mountaineers ball. Oh, last possession though. A little wild pass on that turnover. And had a little scare there. Kind of almost ball came right in at us, but unfortunately, our fantastic reflexes behind the goals saved us.
High impact game that we're seeing.
Missed, but it's rebounded by the Falcons. They bring it up. Tyrese bringing it up. And on Campos, big man. Pass it to the left wing. Corner three. Hits it. Hits the corner three.
And that's a deep shot right there for Brandon Bogat. Big one.
Brandon Bogart hitting the first three for the Falcons. Foul called. Foul called on Lennon Campos. Scores 3-3. Expect some high impact physical basketball between these two teams.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see that from both these teams. It's a lot of physicality. They both have a lot of size on them, a lot of athleticism.
As Dosen gets the rebound, pass it to Richards, finds Young on the corner, but he cut in. So a little bit of miscommunication there.
One thing about Dante Richards is that he's actually a former Falcon. And it's always great when you see a player get to start in a game when you get to face your former school.
Harpreet Gill with the big defense gets the turnover, passes it to Dante Richards. He drives in, gets the contact, the foul. You call him Lennon Campos. Lennon Campos already with his second foul of the game. We're only 2 minutes into the game.
And you can see how he's fuming going to the bench right there.
Rayvon Young misses the three. Gill tries to rebound it. Be last touch by the Falcons. Mountaineers still with possession. Yeah, head coach. Both head coaches getting really into this. Passes to Rayvon Young in the corner. Crosses up, drives in, goes up with it, but misses wide. Falcons driving up with the ball, going in. That's Okafor on the left wing. Drives in, passes it. Finds the man in the middle. Passes it into the big man in the middle. Really easy too. Caleb Label.
And I would like to have Harpreet Gill and kind of on the top of the key instead of Marco Dawson. And the reason why I say that I'd rather have him is just because when you have players just so big and so tall, you really want to make sure that they're able to be as mobile as possible. But we're going to see quite the battle of bigs in this game.
Falcons bringing it up the middle. Okafor. Pushed on the outside. It's a ring on the right wing. Foul called.
And it could be foul trouble that one of these teams could be facing in today's game, which could hinder them greatly in the long stretch.
Foul. Okafor inbounding the ball. Calls it. Gets it to Bogart. Bogart driving on the outside, cuts to the middle, takes the contact.
Huge block right there from Iverson Chung. I've never seen a coach get this mad, I would say, this Falcons coach. And we saw a bit of this frustration during the women's games, but it seems that we are going to see a bit more of it during the men's games today.
It's lobbed in to Dosen. Can't get it. Pat rebound is caught and it's passed to Okafor, but they bring it up the middle. Reese gets it out of bounds.
And I'll definitely say this Mountaineers team just doesn't have that height advantage to really be giving those type of Hail Marys to Marco Dosen in the paint like that. He's just about a couple, maybe about 3 inches on his defender, but I would say the mobility might be the situation for them.
Campbell in the game now. Iverson Chong on the outside drives into Dozen. Big man three. Won't go. Been a lot of whistles in this game so far. Lots of turnovers already. Fanshawe already with 4 turnovers on the game, and Mountaineers having 3 turnovers on the game already.
And Charlie Hennessy will be entering this game. Such a crucial 3-point shooter for this Mountaineer squad. Let's see if he's able to light things up.
Campbell lobs it in. Won't be enough time for another turnover for the Mountaineers. Inbounds it to Okafor. Okafor bringing it in. Running Alsamnaya. Drives in. Gets the contact and the foul.
Seems that there's just some frustration on that foul right there from Marco.
Muhammad Alsamina with the and one, trying to convert it right here. Converts the and one. Score is 8-5. We have 6 minutes and 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Iverson John brings it up on the left side.
I'd definitely say that the Mountaineers are kind of having struggles finding their scoring rhythm in this game so far.
A fast break opportunity. Alsamina gets fast break points. Mountain are down by 5. Campbell passes it to Hennessy to Dosen. Back Hennessy in the corner. Drives in. Pulls up from the midi. Won't go. Shot won't go for Raza. Pass it back to the Falcons. Gets it on the point. Okafor on the right wing. Double team. Try to set. Double teams him while driving in. Wants to pull up three. Wanted it. Didn't go. Okafor drives in. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Lobs it in. Won't go. Rebound by Okafor. Goes to the floater. Won't go again. As it's going to be Mountaineers ball last touch by Okafor.
And right there, the Mountaineers are struggling on just being able to collapse on defense and really get these defensive rebounds, which can hinder them during the long stretch. But currently, right now, game is 10-5 for this Falcons team. Mountaineers are definitely struggling on just finding their offensive rhythm, and things aren't just going their way so far.
Campbell inbounds it to Iverson. Gets him a point, a little behind the back. Dribble action. Takes it to the corner. Finds Raza. Raza drives in. Whistle blown. Another turnover. Be Falcons ball.
And now some great possessions from the Mohawk Mountaineers, just not able to capitalize and really get the bucket at the end of it. Sadly, it will turn over.
10 turn 11 turnovers on the game so far. We're only 5 minutes into this. Bogart with 3 won't go. Rebound by Campbell. Iverson brings it up again. Campbell swings it. Go behind the back. Dribbles. Tries to find Gill down low. Won't go. Off his hands. Still gonna be Mountaineers ball.
And I would say this Mountaineers team, like they're playing good overall. It's just shots are not dropping. It seems that just they're just not in rhythm yet. But I would say the same thing for this Falcons team.
The shot from Hennessy gets tipped as a block. Elton Adam in the game now for the Mountaineers. First year, first year guard out of Hamilton, Ontario.
He played very impressive during the McMaster game, which and for the McMaster game, there's a lot of the lineups and minutes rotations were fairly even on the team. So I'd even say it was kind of difficult for a lot of players to kind of stand out, but he most definitely found a way to do so.
Driven in by the Falcons, knocked out. We inbounded by the Falcons. Bogart for three, won't go, back irons it. Rebounded by Jackson. Young drives in, gets the layup. Rayvon Young, first points of the game.
And that just looks so easy right there for Rayvon Young. Just able to get into the defensive zone so quickly.
Bogart with the pump fake three, will go. Bogart with his second three of the game. Already with 6 points in this first quarter. Campbell finds Gill. Gill with the mid-range, won't go. Gets a tip to rebound. Foul called. Hard contact. He'll go to the line for two.
I'll definitely say that Falcons player came in kind of aggressive and wild on that play. Could have risked some injuries on that. Glad that all players were able to get up very calmly and smoothly. And it seems that we're hearing some feedback from this Falcons coach, but just saying to his players how a lot of people are counting on him and that he has to be a little more defensive minded in the long stretch of this game. To Marian Ennis.
Got some substitutions for the Mountaineers. Harpreet Gill out of the game.
It's great to see Uriah checking in for this Mountaineers squad. Definitely showing his depth and growth in the OCAA.
3 seconds left on the shot clock. Okafor with the floater, and it good. Score is 15-9 for the Falcons. Campbell drives in, kicks it out to Rayvon Young. Rayvon Young for three, won't go. Rebounded, tipped away. Picked up by the Falcons. Okafor down the sideline, driving head down. Layup, won't go. With a jump, a foul called. With a holding foul called. Me Mountaineers basketball.
Seems that Uriah is going to be able to shoot some free throws for this Mountaineers squad. Should just help change this scoreboard a bit and make it a bit of a closer battle.
Uriah Redhead, 6 foot, standing at 6'6". Not the tallest on the team though. You might think it's a big man Dosen. Dosen 6'8". But Milos Julian 6'11" off the bench. Foul called.
You can definitely hear how much his coach loves his team and how much passion he has. And it seems that there's a couple substitutions that are being made. We'll see how that impacts the game so far. Scoreboard currently 15-10 for this Fanshawe Falcons team.
Bogart drives in, tries to kick it away. Foul called and the foul.
The Marion Ennis not getting in the paint for this Falcons team.
Looking at this Falcons team, a lot of first years on this team. Demarion Ennis being one of those. It converts the and one play.
It's quite the opposite compared to the Mountaineers team, who has some fourth and fifth years on their squad, and very little first years. Just about 3 to 4 on this team so far for this Mountaineers squad.
Davon Young misses the mid range as it's going to be Falcons ball. Bogart brings the ball up himself. A little bounce away. Bogart trying to dribble it up. Finds his man. Brings it to back to the point. They're swinging it around. Goes to the middle. Drives in by Jackson. Won't go. Both teams missing back-to-back possessions. Whistle blown. It's going to be Mountaineers ball.
It seems that the Mountaineer players just had to talk about some plays right there and how they want to evaluate the next situation for them to really get back into the game.
Ravon Young at the point. Brings it to Jackson at the point. Kicks the big man down low. Gets the layup down low. Uriah Redhead.
That's a huge bucket for the Mountaineer squad and a huge bucket for your Uriah himself. Great stuff.
Getting on the left wing for the Falcons. Okafor, left wing. Pass it back to the right. Hits to the corner. Bogart, shot clock winding down. Tries to get a shot up. Foul is called. Bogart will be going to the line. Bogart at the line, shooting for two. 6-point game with a minute left here in the first quarter as he makes his first shot. Bogart.
Like Caleb LaBelle will be checking in this game very soon for the Falcons team.
Dosen brings it to Jackson. Jackson bobbles it a bit up there. But it's picked off by Bogart. Good anticipation. Driven down by the Falcons. Finger rolled in. Niners going in. Dosen on the left wing. Brings it to Richards. Richards drives in. Underhand layup. Tipped in by Jackson. Jalen Jackson with the tip in. Good anticipation there. Good anticipation on both sides. 40 seconds left on the clock.
And this Mountaineer squad was struggling on getting their rhythm. Just seemed like they're always a step behind this other team so far for the Fanshawe Falcons.
Iverson Chong trying to go for the layup. Won't go. Bogart goes in. Gets the foul called. Going back to the line.
And initially, I did thought that play was going to be a charge, but it seems it will be a foul on the defense.
That's some substitutions. Elton Adam And Kazim Raza in the game now. Bogart shooting, going at the line again. Already with 7 points, make that 8 points in this first quarter. Make it 9 points at the line. 8 points, pardon me. Iverson Chong brings up with 16 seconds left on the clock, dribbles it around. Elton Adam off his hands. It goes out. Niners are down by 9.
And right now, the chemistry for this Mountaineers team is looking a bit poor right now, compared, especially when they had such a successful weekend in Montreal.
There's
But
a huge tip and layup. Pardon the interruption. Half court heave won't go.
Demarion Ennis, just ever since he had that little coach talk and where you and where we had the Falcons coach just saying that you have players count on you. You got to be better. You see how much change has happened since then. But it seems that we have a couple of replays right now that we're going to take a great look at.
See Iverson Chong hitting the first three of the game. See Dosen getting him down low, doing what he does best. Dosen with 2 points on the game. Iverson Chong with three. Every Mountaineer player providing for this team.
You have a lot of players with 3-3-2-2. A lot of players with just just touching the scoreboard, but not having a bigger run on any individual players so far. Just have been a big team effort, but it seems that we might need to have one or two players on this Mountaineers team really take over the lead for them and really guide and lead their team home.
After the first quarter, score is 25-14 for the Fanshawe Falcons. Everyone on this Mountaineers team providing no standout players thus far. Waiting. So Rayvon Young though trying to find his shot though. He is 1 for 5 on the day so far. He's gotta try to find a shot because we know him. He gets hot, he gets going. He's
And
just gotta find it.
and one thing I'll say about his 1 to 5, these are just a lot of layups that have sadly just a lot of hard defensive pressure were on these type of layups that he's making. But Rayvon needs to start shooting at that 3 point marker and really just start knocking those down. And whether they go in or not, just having that confidence to shoot those shots to elevate his game to beyond imaginable levels.
Start of the second quarter here. A brand new 10 minutes on the game clock. There we go. As Falcons inbound it, they get it. Trying to pass it around, going in the right wing. Drives in, gets the floater, won't go. Tip in, will not go. Bounced around to get their own rebound. Falcons still with possession. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Bogart having a hot hand, passing it. Half heave, won't go. Gets the offensive rebounds, and it goes in for two.
And it seems just being able to get an offensive rebound like that and just crash the boards and go up with it makes such a difference in the long run of this game.
Raza at the point, driving in, kicks it out. Iverson with the three, hits it, hits the corner three.
And that's a huge shot right there from Iverson Chung. Just such a well-seasoned point guard for this Mountaineers squad. Knows what to do with the rock.
inbounded by the Falcons to get it in. Dribbling around 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Driving in, trying to get an open shot, little rebound action. It misses. Mountaineers get their defensive rebounds.
That's some great defensive pressure right there from this Falcons team. Just even
As foul will be called.
Anthony Reganetti, it seems that he may have got put to the chin on that last play right there, needing a quick substitution just to recover.
The Falcons are inbounding it. Drives in. Kick on left wing for open for it. Drives in the cell, spins around. Hits it back in the point. 15 left on the shot clock. Bogart for three. Won't go, hits off the back iron. Tips it around. Falcons get another offensive rebound. Keep getting possessions. Okafor finger roll layup is good.
And he got taken to the rim on that play right there. Things are not looking hot for this Mountaineers squad, currently down by 12.
The timeout is called. Got a minute timeout here.
So, Owen, what would you say for this Mountaineers team to really get back into this game? What would they need to do?
It's gonna be just blocking in. It's just a lot of slop, not really sloppiness, but there's a lot of offensive rebounds that the Falcons are just eating up. Watching the compared to the women's game that we saw last game, they were always at it, always locked in on defense. Feels like this Mountaineers team is a little bit half off the gas right now. Instead, this Falcons team, they're having the energy. They have been at full 110% ever since tip off. I feel like this Mountaineers team needs the exact same energy. They just got to find their rhythm. The second they get that rhythm, they are going to be back in this game.
I'll definitely say the Mountaineers are struggling to find that rhythm, but I've shown some great moments where you feel like that rhythm was coming through, and I would say a lot of those moments involved Iverson Chung for this team.
Campbell gets the ball to Iverson. Left wing drives in. Raza in the corner. Hits the three. Mountaineers need more of that. More big plays, big shots, more shots to fall.
That's a huge shot right there, just to make the deficit just 9 points and under double digits.
Florida drives in. As it's thrown right to the Mountaineers, they go down the fast break. Campbell finds Iverson Chong on the left wing. He slows it down. Instead, he drives in. Finds Gill. Gill drives in. Gets the hard contact and one. And the foul.
It's a huge bucket right there. It's a huge bucket from Iverson to Gill. Great stuff.
He is Harpreet Gill showing a little bit of emotion, showing a little bit of excitement after that play. Mountaineers with a three and potentially an and one conversion.
And it's always good to have all type of momentum boosters.
Mountaineers really getting in on defense. Full court press. Okafor drives in, hits it in Boger on the corner. Steps in for the mid range. Rattles in and out, won't go. Rebounded by Dosen. Picked up by Raza. He brings it up. Finds Campbell in the corner. Step back three. Hits off the back iron, rebounded by the Falcons. Boger brings it up. Picked off by Chung. Intercepts the pass. It's going to be foul. Foul on Brandon Boger.
And it seems that this timeout could just be for the coach not wanting the Mountaineers to really build on their momentum right now and continue their scoring ways of six. Mountaineers definitely showing some good energy and just showing that they can stay alive and continue playing with the best of them.
Maybe they peeped into our conversation a little bit last time out. They knew the Mountaineers were getting hot. They were finding their rhythm, and they're like, "Oh no, we gotta shut this down."
100%. And that's always smart when another team does that. When they see another team just kind of getting too hot with the rock, I would say. Definitely don't want another team warming up, especially in front of their home crowd. So smart timeout from the Fanshawe Falcons coach. But hopefully the Mountaineers are able to really get back into this game and tie up the game and then eventually get that lead in.
Timeout is over. We're gonna resume action. Mountaineers are lining up right on the line. They draw the play. Takes it back. Campbell. It slows it down up in the middle. Brings up, hits Chong. Pulls it from three. Hits off the front iron. Tipped in. Won't go. Heartbeat Gill. Will be going to the line for two.
And I'll even say that Iverson Chung on that shot just may have got fouled just a little bit, but it seems like the ref may have missed it. But definitely gotta let the shooter have some space to land.
Gill hits his first shot. His first free throw, pardon me.
Seems the coach from the Falcons is telling his players that they gotta make sure that this Mountaineers team earns those fouls. So you gotta draw blood. Is a quotation that we are hearing.
Okafor pulls it up on the right wing. Calls for the roll. Calling his own plays. Dribbles through traffic. Still has possession of the ball. Kicks it out. They drive in. It won't go. Picked up by the Mountaineers. That's lobbed up by Gill, but it's too much. As Falcons get possession on the Mountaineers turnover. Bogart picks up the ball half court, brings it up. Full court press. Kong still on him. No threat. Pass is tipped away, but Falcons still have it. They fall down. Mountaineers playing hard D right now. Okafor, this three, but it's rebounded by Gill. Gill, whole head of steam, going downhill. Goes all the way coast to coast. Won't go.
That was a great attempt right there from Harpreet Gill. But even better, team's defensive rebound from it on that previous play.
Bogart bringing the ball up on the point, back to the corner. Charlie Hennessy picks up the foul. Charlie Hennessy trying to be that spark plug right now. Get us, we got some substitutions in for the Mountaineers. Elton Adam being one of those right now. As you see him walk across the court. Number 14. Bogart takes up the ball. Looking for the inbound. Gets to Okafor in the middle of the court. Passes it away. 10 seconds on the shot. Passes it around on the left wing. Drives in. No shot on the corner. Three. Won't go. Rebounded by Elton Adam. Drives in himself.
Adam just so fast and elusive on this team.
Jalen Jackson in the game now. Second year out of Hamilton, Ontario. We had a lot of those here at Mohawk. Brings it into Dosen at the top. And he gets it.
That's some great
But
stuff by Dosen, actually.
Denarian Ennis going for the board, smacks the backboard, leaving it a little shaking a little bit. Maybe just a little intimidation right there. Falcons are swinging it around. It's now a 3-point game. The Pass is blocked. We've got a new substitution now for the Mountaineers. Lennon Campos in the game now, number 10. Okafor. Pass to the left wing, but it's tipped away. Good anticipation by Campbell.
Right now, the Mountain team is doing a great job of just rotating players and just making sure that there's less fatigue issues and risk throughout the game.
Bogart has him corner. 3 seconds on the shot clock. It goes in. They beat the shot clock and they get the layup down under.
Another bucket from Ennis for this Falcons team.
Broughton. Jackson breaks to Elton Adam. Dosen at the point with Hennessy. Back to Dosen. Good ball movement. Dosen hits it off the back iron, spikes up. Big rebound. Was picked up by the Mountaineers for three. Won't go. Falcons go downhill. Won't go. But the second chance opportunity tip in will go.
And it's great when a teammate can fix one's mistake right there on that inbound play.
So it goes in. It's brought off of Hennessy's hands, in and out of bounds. Gonna be Falcons ball. Bogart has it on the right wing. Running by Okafor. Okafor drives in, trips, falls. Hennessy picks up the ball. The travel is called. Travel is called. Iverson Sean back in the game. And out goes Caldrick Campbell. Stay tuned for halftime. Obviously, we got 3 minutes and 36 seconds left. But at halftime, we get another coach interview. Not Festi, as he did a fantastic job last game. Going in for round two.
Hopefully, the Mountaineers will be up by that point to lead.
Hopefully, spirits will be much higher. They seem going on a little run here at still Mountaineers ball.
The Mountaineers looking to put some starters back into this lineup rotation. Just hopefully able to get that offensive streak really starting to show and able to just convert a lot more points onto this board.
Dosen and Adam out for Rayvon Young and Gill. The travel is called again. Another turnover for the Mountaineers.
And the Mountaineers are getting torched right now with all these calls to them, not helping them at all in these games.
Ball's brought up by Oakford. Down the middle on the sideline. Going in. Finds Bogart in corner. Won't go. Picked up by Iverson Song. Goes downhill. Eurostep won't go. Looked amazing. Unfortunately, didn't go down.
Maybe a little too much jelly right there for Iverson, but great show of skill.
The Mountaineers missed the alley, trying to get a little fancy right now.
And from the crowd's reaction, from a fan perspective, they kind of saw two special plays from the Mountaineers that didn't convert into points. And it's difficult to do that when you aren't in the lead.
Chong swings up to Hennessy on the corner. Finds Gill, posts up. Young in the corner. Hits the open three.
And that's an amazing shot right there from Rayvon Young. Just a veteran guard on this team and veteran leader as well.
Score is 35-29 with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Falcons still on offense. Drives in. Another travel is called. Ref is being very stingy on these. Having eyes everywhere. He knows
100%.
refs are on their game.
I love that word and use of stingy in this game because I would say that it's not going just one way. It's going both ways on both these teams. But the ref is definitely a stickler for those type of calls.
Evan Chong sizing up the defender. Passes to Campbell. Back to Raza. Swings it to Young in the left wing. Chong has it. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Chong drives in, takes contact, and it goes in. No foul on the play. Boger has it on the left wing. I'm running out here in this first half. 4-point game. Here's the three. Will not go. Campbell picks up the rebound. Goes down the middle. Finds Young on the right wing. Passes it to Raza on the corner. Won't go. Dosen with the big rebound. And gets the easy layup.
That's a huge bucket right there from Dosen just to really make it just a 2-point game.
53 seconds left in this second quarter. 2-point game. Mountaineers catching a little heat, locking in a bit. Falcons driving in. Bogart goes in with the loaf with the floater. 30 seconds left. 34 seconds left in this quarter. Chong goes in himself. Takes the layup and in. Iverson Chong with his 10th point of the game. Mountaineers finding the hot hand. 20 seconds left. Falcons last possession of this quarter possibly. Bogart mid-range won't go. Protected by Chong. 10 seconds left. Mountaineers with the final possession of this half. Campbell takes it. Finds Rayvon Young. He drives in. Goes up and gets the layup. Gets the layup. Rayvon Young with his 7th point of the game. Wanting that little poster dunk, but unfortunately doesn't get it. Score is tied at halftime now. Got some replays going on. Obviously, Iverson Strong hitting some big threes. Him going 2 for 4. Everyone hitting, making these big plays, taking those contact down low. Obviously, the big man doing everything. And Rayvon Young hitting that last shot right there. Rayvon Young, obviously, with 7 points. Everybody contributing in this tie game. We got an interview with McFesty again with one of the Mountaineers coaching staffs. Off to you, McFesty. We are just waiting, actually, for one of the Mountaineers coach. Going to be a couple more seconds. Stay tuned. Can happen any second now. We're here at halftime. 37-37.
Hello, everyone there. I'm here with Ramel Calora. So, Ramel, in this very tight game so far, how would you say the Mountaineers are able to get really back into this and show that they're the dominant team in this game and get a lead?
I say we hold our head up high with the ball pressure, and I feel like that changed the course of the game. Being in the gap early and showing our bodies on our defensive end helped us get back into this game.
And Ramel, with being a former player on this Mountaineer squad, how important are these early games in a season? I would say, especially when you have to start thinking about playoff pictures later on.
I think they're pretty crucial, right? So early in the year, you're gonna want to work on every single thing from offense and defensive side, and then moving on for the later in the season, those will all mesh out later on.
All right, good luck in the rest of this game. Thank you, Ramel.
Thank you.
All right, that was assistant coach, former player Romel Calora. So we're going to be sending it into halftime. Score is 37-37. We'll be right back at halftime with OCAA basketball and Mountaineers Sports Network.
I saw it when I rock, boy. I saw it when I walked, 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 boy.
We are back. OCAA basketball between the Fanshawe Falcons and the Mohawk Mountaineers. Game is tied at 37 apiece. Iverson Chong bringing on the left wing, brings up to Dante Richards. No foul on the play. Wanted to call, picks up by Dosen. Ball's getting flinged around everywhere. Still picked up by Young. Poked away. Jumps on the ball. Everyone's jumping around. Balls are going everywhere. Chaos here. Picked up by Bogart. Driven in. No foul on the play. And it's out of bounds. Going to be Fanshawe ball.
And even with the mistakes right there, the Mountaineers were just able to still capitalize on defense. Great defensive pressure from Rayvon Young just to get a stop there after some couple mistakes from this Mountaineers team.
Inbounded, picked up by Richards. Richards driving it down in the middle. Swings to the left to Young. Young drives in. Takes a little bit of contact. Iverson Chong on the corner. Won't go. Picked up by Gill. Rebound blocked.
And that was a huge block from, I believe, LaBelle, honestly. No.
Campos.
Campos.
Big block by Campos. Bogart dribbling around a bit. Finds it on the point. Bogart step back. Swings it around. Point three. Won't go. Rebounded. Going to be tipped out of bounds. Going to be Mountaineers basketball. The score is still 37 apiece.
And you can see how much rebounding is going to be a crucial factor in this game so far. Both teams just still trying to crash boards, but neither team able to get that offensive rhythm consistency that they would like.
As Rayvon Young goes in, gets the layup. Rayvon Young, his 9th point of the game. Like we said in the first half, he just has to find his rhythm, get into that zone, goes in as Bogart spins around, goes in. Campos and the foul.
That's a huge bucket right there for this Falcons team, where it kind of just seems every time the Mountaineers make one step, that this Falcon team is just right there with them. And this game is really becoming quite a game of chess, I would say. And either team really want to give up position.
The N1 conversion is good for Campos. Iverson picks up. Rayvon Young finds in the left wing. He has the hot hand. He drives on the outside, piles in, takes the contact, goes up and in. Rayvon Young having a heater right now.
And it's just that easy for Rayvon Young. Just able to get to the paint and just pretty much do whatever he wants against his defender.
Bogart swings to the corner. What a pass. Goes in, but there's a charge. Would have been an amazing pass by Bogart. Unfortunately, ran right in the middle of traffic.
I agree. Definitely would have been an amazing play for this Falcons team, but just not able to capitalize on it with showing great defensive pressure and just being at the right places at the right times.
Iverson Chong brings it up. Rayvon Young in the middle. Pass it to Richards. Richards hits it for three. Too strong. Airballs it. Get picked up by the Falcons. Okafor. Pass. Campos. Campos brings it up. Taking some contact. Getting down low. Bogart. Hit out of bounds.
And it seems like there's a lot of traffic in the paint right now. Neither teams are really able to get through it as comfortably as they would like to.
be inbounded by the Falcons. They're going in. It's tipped by Iverson Chong. Takes it. Dante Richards down. Chong finds Gill down the middle.
What a dime by Iverson.
Iverson having to hustle, takes it in himself, and takes the steal and the layup. 2 fast points.
And that's how your guard takes control right there. Iverson Chung just being amazing for this Mountaineers squad. Getting the bucket, getting the steal, doing it all. Great stuff from Iverson.
Good. Mountaineers are getting into this one now as they take a 5-point lead. It's now 45-40. Let's go into a timeout. We are back. After the timeout, inbounded by the Falcons, they take it. Mountaineers playing that hard D, locking in like they need to.
That's some great defensive pressure from this Mountaineers team. Just starting off with a press. Definitely shows what they're capable of.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. They need a shot up. Okafor goes up with a lob. Won't go. Shot clock resets now. They're going in. Trying to find someone. Dosen doesn't get it. Rebounded by Dosen. Gets it back to Gill. What a save. Finds Rayvon Young. Iverson Chung, pull up 3. Won't go. Picked up. Rebounded by Campos.
And that's just some great trust that we see from teammates right then and there. Just having Dosen be able to just throw the ball backwards into play just for Harpreet Gill to be able to secure it safely.
Doesn't Raza in the game now. Harpreet Gill out. Okafor drives in, finds Bogart. Bounces it off glass. Bogart, game high 13 points. Finds Rayvon Young on the corner, swings it. Passes it to Richards. Richards has it up there.
And it seems that a carry could have been called, but it seems that everything will be safe on that play for the Mountaineers.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Fanshawe bench wanting the carry call. Mountaineers will take it though as they're up 47-42. Campos drives in, won't go. Dosen with the rebounds. Drive down the sideline. Dante Richards pull up 3 off the back iron. Bounced up and rebounded. Getting passed around right now by the Falcons. Bogart goes in, takes the easy layup.
That's a good bucket right there from Bogart.
Rayvon Young goes in through traffic. Checked by Dosen. Offensive rebound. Not taken. Won't. Pippin's not good. 3-point game. It's driven in. Okafor lays it in. Make it a 1-point game.
And just like that, things can turn so quickly in this matchup. Just both teams really neck and neck.
Hard screen from Dosen. Iverson goes in. Doesn't go.
it seems that it'll be a blocking foul on the defense.
The big sum of substitutions for the Mountaineers. Mariah Redhead helping Adam.
I think that's a great strategy from the Mountaineers team, just to really just get a whole different kind of lineup in, just to maintain energy with their starters.
Takes up to the wing. Okafor won't go. I thought it wasn't this foot. Reganetti goes in, takes hard contacts. Tyrese Perterath with the foul. Number 6 for Fanshawe. Campbell takes it. Inbounds it. Raza. Raza trying to find the open man. Won't get it. Campbell picks it up. 13 left on the shot clock. Campbell driving in. Elton Adam drives in, but it's picked off by Okafor. Okafor driving down, but stripped away for the Mountaineers.
And it seems that it will be Mountaineers ball on that play.
Mountaineers take advantage, get that steal. I'm going to give it right back.
And it's a shame when you kind of just got rewarded a possession and you throw it away. Hope the Mountaineers are able to take advantage next time of the situation.
For driving in. Well, a little lost there. Raza head down, steam down, looking for the basket, gets it. He knew exactly where he was going with that one.
Could see it from a mile away. He wanted to go into that paint as soon as possible.
The Mountaineers keep playing that gritty defense.
And Hazem Raza was just positioned so beautifully on that play right there. Just guarding the pass, but also being a helping hand if a layup was to be taken by their opponents.
Play is called. Perterath with the ball. Passing it out. Has 8 seconds left. Shot clock running down. Lobs it up. Won't go. Leaving it by Campos, and he puts it in. Campos is getting those second chance opportunities. Campos already with 5 points on tonight. Elton Adam, wide open 3. Won't go. Wishing we could have that one back. Rebounded. Campbell to Raza. Raza misses. Mountaineers with 2 really good looks there, but no dice. Falcons go down. Bogart for 3. Misses it, and it bounces out of bounds.
And it's plays like that where the Mountaineers can't be getting burnt in the transition plays. The Mountaineers are quite lucky that the Falcons weren't able to convert on that 3-point shot, but their players should have not been open to even take a 3-point shot.
Campbell for 3. Quarter 3. Won't go. Rebound is tipped around. Picked up by Gill. Doesn't need foul called. Barak Jam Goose. In the game now for the Falcons. Picks it up. Raza for 3. Won't go. Rebound is just getting bounced around. Everyone's fighting for the rebound. On the floor. Out of bounds called. It's going to be Mountaineers ball.
And you can see how tough both these teams are fighting for these plays right now. Every possession matters, and this game is just so neck and tied. Quite the ball game that we're seeing on this beautiful Saturday.
It's Campbell getting ready to inbound it. It's a little cleanup there. Getting ready to inbound it. Inbound it. No over and back. Good save by Reganetti, but it's picked off by the Falcons. The layup bounces in. Fanshawe takes the lead. Score is 50-49. Elton Adam has it on the point, finds it around the swing to Reganetti on the left wing. Gordon spins around. Campbell has the ball. As the charge is taken by Bogart as he slams his hand on the ground in pure raw excitement. He knew he made a good play there. Always love to see athletes, just in general, any level, just letting out emotion in just the not in a negative way, but in the passionate way. You always love to see that from anyone.
It's always great to see. Right now, we see two teams that train extremely hard throughout years and years. But some of these players be on the team for more than 4 to 5 years, dedicating their lives to the sport and game. So it's great to see all the passion that is made throughout time.
Strong brings it up, finds Dante Richards. He drives in, through layup, big traffic. And Dante Richard takes a charge. Charging call is going to be Fanshawe Falcons basketball.
And that's not easy lesson to come up with right there. Dante Richards, maybe a bit shaken up on the play. 100% he will be okay, but never good when you don't get the call from the referees.
Oakford brings up the ball. Minute 30 left in this third quarter. They drive in, swings it around, hands it off. Brings it in. Mountaineers not letting anyone in the paint right now. They're only stuck in the 3-point line. Shot clock winding down. Tipped away by Young.
That's great defensive pressure right there from Rayvon Young, just to be able to show how the reflexes can just get to that spot in just the nick of time. Great stuff from Rayvon.
1.8 on the shot clock. Falcons trying to play here, looking for someone. Heaves it. Won't go. That was a heave and a half.
And I always say in sports, you've seen stranger things. There's definitely some March Madness moments where those type of shots go in. So anything is always possible in a ball game.
It's not over till it's over. Shot by Henderson, corner three, bang!
Shots up Hennessy, and we love to see it. Great stuff from Charlie.
Charlie Hennessy, spark plug, hitting that corner three, sharpshooter. Now he's playing full court defense right now, locking in a double team. Everybody in this now. Rayvon Young goes in. Oakport drives in through traffic. And the foul. Free throw is missed by Okafor. Iverson bringing it up 36 seconds left on the shot clock. Drives in. Takes the ball. Campbell hits it with Gill. The three misses too hard on the shot. Okafor driving in. Misses the layup. 13 seconds left. Last possession of the quarter. Rayvon Young head down. The foul is called.
And it seems that they're trying to just correct the scoreboard.
We have a little bit of disagreement on the score right now. substitution coming in for the Falcons. Antel Mountain.
And it's always unfortunate when there's a question of just if the sport is legitimate or not, but I'm sure that 100% sure that it is.
That's the song. 5 seconds left. Dot from Hennessy, but it's blocked. Blocked, but the foul will be called. Charlie Hennessy going in for 3 free throws. Score is 52 all. Charlie Hennessy going for his first shot. It's good. Mountaineers up by 1, trying to get a lead going into the fourth quarter.
And Charlie Hennessy is just an amazing shooter for this team throughout last season and this season. I feel like we always know what to expect from him and what he can really produce on the court.
Hennessy goes 2 for 3 on the line. Score is 54 to 52. Got a couple of replay packages for you. Just a couple of highlights from that third quarter. Mountaineers took advantage. Just a couple seconds. We got the replay for you. Obviously, coaches right now getting in their huddles, trying to get all their players rallied for that fourth quarter. One of those players being Rayvon Young, as he has shooting 5 for 10 from the field, 11 points, 2 boards, 1 assist. Everybody's contributing to this team.
Definitely seeing a long rotation of just players that are able to hit the marker. No player currently for the Mountaineers or Falcons team with a 20-point game, but sometimes that's even better to have a whole team contribution compared to one player taking the lead and really doing it on their own. The Mountaineers so far had Iverson, Chung, Rayvon Young, and Harpreet Gill as their top 3 leaders so far, with Iverson Chung with 12 points, Rayvon Young with 11, and Harpreet Gill with 8. So all those numbers are quite close to each other. So you can definitely see how much they're all contributing and just wanting the best for one another and just getting everyone to get their shots off to find their rhythm.
Hopefully, all of this can translate into the fourth quarter. The Mountaineers have a 2-point lead. Still got 10 minutes of basketball left. We're approaching the fourth quarter.
It's going to be a hard ball game in this last fourth quarter for both teams.
We are here with the fourth quarter to the Mountaineers and the Falcons. Season opener. Each team trying to get that first win of the season, trying to start the season off strong. There is foul on the play. Iverson Chung picking up the foul. Letting Campos go into the line. Campos shooting 1 for 1 on the line. Make that 1 for 2. As he goes 0 for 2 from the line, Dosen picks up the board, finds Chong. It's going to be tipped off by the Falcons. Still going to be Mountaineers ball. Get inbound on the sideline.
Definitely hearing some coaching advice from Coach Jamie to Harpreet Gill on that possession right there. Just to get to some spots a little quicker.
Iverson Chong takes it up, finds Rayvon Young, drives to the inside, kicks to the outside of Chong, who drives to the open man. Can't find it. Gill going up, rebound, no, gets the second chance point.
Well, that was
Harvey
a,
Gill with his 10th point of the game.
that's a great dish all right there from Iverson Chung. Just to get Harpreet Gill in the paint.
0 for 4. Standing up now. Drives in, 6 seconds left. Gets the easy layup. Okafor's 10th point of the game. Each team having 3 players in double-digit points. Living Young. Pick it up to Iverson Chong. Squaring up, seeing what his potential move could be as he drives in, kicks it out. Unfortunately, right to a black jersey. Not the white jersey of the Mountaineers. Fanshawe picks up.
And it's unfortunate that that behind the back pass was not able to connect to a Mountaineer, but
Each team being even pretty much on turnovers. 16 for Fanshawe, 17 for the Mountaineers. Both teams doing well. Harpy Gill goes down. Hennessy, corner 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound from Gill. We got some substitutions in. Demarion Ennis in for the game for Fanshawe.
and,
Audrey Campbell, Anthony Regatoni.
and this is an incredibly smart substitution for this Mountaineers team. With 8 minutes left in this game, you can have this lineup play for about 3 to 4 minutes before putting your starters back on to close that game out. Gives them a couple minutes to rest and also a couple minutes to re-strategize on how to close this game. One thing about this Mountaineers team is that they have some incredible depth to their team.
Foul is called. Foul on Fanshawe. It's going to still be Mountaineers ball. Campbell lobs it up to Dosen, but unfortunately heads off the iron. Bogart sends a gift right to the Mountaineers as gives it to Jackson as he takes the easy layups to make it 58 to 56.
It seems that there's been a couple of carries and double dribbles in this game that may have not been called.
Wow. Muhammad Al-Samana, the long range 3.
Like, that was a deep 3 right there for the Falcons team. Very important.
Crowd silencer one there. Crowd was into it, and then an absolute.
Most definitely put a dagger in the momentum of the Mountaineers with that 3-point shot.
Mountaineers ball. Padraig Campbell inbounding into 5th year out of North York, Ontario, 6'3" guard. And then inbounding it, trying to find someone. Finds Jalen Jackson. Back to Campbell. Campbell trying to run a play right now. It's in the middle. Goes in. Through traffic. Travel is called. Going to be a turnover.
And the Mountaineers are making some huge turnovers in some dire moments of this ball game so far. Things aren't looking too great, but we'll see if they're able to just switch up their momentum and hopefully find a way to get back into this game.
As a Fanshawe possession bounces around. Going to end up being Mountaineers ball. Score is 59-58 for the Falcons. 7 minutes left in the game. Time is winding down for these two teams. Dosen takes it, squares up. Hennessy goes up and in with the layup, the baseline layup.
And you can definitely see how much dog is in Charlie Hennessy right there. Just getting the ball from Marco Dawson and just going for it. Whether you got a foul or not, he was going up with that ball.
What a stop by Regatoni. Gets it to Jackson. Jackson goes down, spins around, finds Dosen, slows it down.
And it's always great when a team knows when to slow down their game.
And goes up with it, takes some contact, and will go to the line for 2 points, for 2 free throws. Sorry, no, pardon me, not 2 points. You got to earn those points. Nothing is given free in this game. These two teams fighting hard. Padre Campbell go into the line. First time on the line today. Doesn't have any points. Trying to get his first points of the game.
And Campbell has been doing a lot more facilitating in this game compared to where in other games he's more of a double-digit scorer and just be able to really just facilitate in today's game, which is as much needed as times. Sometimes you don't need a player to get that 20 ball.
Role players are what makes basketball happen.
100%. You need every player to kind of just know what's needed on any given night and to be able to provide and support others.
There's a reason it's a basketball team, not a basketball player who wins. Everyone, both teams being a collective unit, both head coaches doing their best. It's still a 1-point game. Game has been close since the start of the second half. Bogart has it on the point. Kicks it around to the corner. Finds on the right wing. Drives in, cuts in. Bogart for 3. Misses the 3 picked up by Campbell. It goes down. Downhill. Shot of Hennessy. Won't go. Gill with the offensive rebound and takes it. Heartbreak Gill.
And that's huge right there for the Mountaineers team and also huge for Gill. Just to be able to really just crash these boards and capitalize. Great stuff from Hartford Gill.
Muhammad Al-Samaina going to the line. And 1 conversion right now for Alman side. Al-Samaina. Well, it's getting loud. Doesn't convert the N1. Rebounded by Gill. Gill with his 9th rebound of the game, being an absolute dog out there. Picked up by Raza. Foul. Foul.
And right there, the Mountaineers just in transition, able to get some shots off, get rebounds, and just go back up with it. And that's so key in such a close game at the end because a lot of times in these close games, foul trouble and free throws tends to decide these type of ball games. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we see here tonight.
Kazim Raza going from the line, rattles in and out. 6'4" guard in his 4th year here at Mohawk College. Out of Markham, Ontario. He goes 1 for 2 from the line.
And Raza, being a former master martyr, got some revenge a couple weeks ago. But got torched on defense just a bit on that play. And it will be the Falcons picking up a huge 3-point shot on their offensive possession.
Alsamina getting huge 3-pointers from that right wing. Kazim Raza answering back to that 2-point midi.
And that 2 point looked very clean, I would say. It looked very
Like Kevin Durant.
natural.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant-esque, I would definitely say.
Wow. Goes and drives in, takes a layup, rolls around the rim, trying to fight for the ball. Foul is called.
And right now, it seems foul trouble and free throws, just like I was saying earlier, tends to be a common theme in the end of basketball games. And right now, for this Mountaineers team, they are only up by 1 point. You most definitely don't want your other team shooting a lot of free throws. And for sure, you don't want to get into foul trouble where you lose some key players.
The Falcons are going to inbound it. Inbounds it. Picked away by Dosen as he goes up. Marco Dosen with the poster gets this crowd at the D-Bark on their feet. Score is 67-64. Poked away by Hennessy. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bogart drives in. Baseline. Picked off by Dante Richards as he gets tripped up. And it's going to be a foul on Fanshawe as he's helped up by his teammate, Raybon Young, off the bench, helping up his guy. Even if he's not on the court, he'll still help his guy out.
100%. That was a huge play right there from Marco Dosen. Just able to get this crowd alive in this game again. And more importantly, to get the momentum for his team alive even more. It's plays like that from your big man to run the field, to run the court like that, and to slam it down. It's just motivational. Love to see it.
Marco Dosen is 6'8", using that frame to his advantage.
And I saw some speed on there. I remember. I saw some speed. It's like he's moving quite fast right now. Seems excited.
He's locked in right now. 8 points on the game, 7 boards. Dosen as he swats out one away. Block. Bogart for 3. Rattles in and out. Rebounded by Dosen. Dosen is everywhere on this court right now. Campbell takes the ball down. Finds the right wing. Underneath the basket is Gill. Hard contacts.
And Marco Dosen right now is playing phenomenal for this team. That's a big man that wants to eat.
Marion Ennis commits the foul. Going to be a timeout for the Fanshawe Falcons.
And if I'm the Fanshawe Falcons, I'm going to do whatever is possible to just limit the usage of Marco Dosen.
We got the replay
of
of that Marco Dosen posterizer as we see him go up with that, jamming it down.
That was a huge one right there, just on that player's head.
Absolute electrifying play by Marco Dosen. Probably going to want the replay of that. Probably get it framed on a picture.
I never knew that Marco Dosen's a father, but he really sunned that player right there. Great basketball, great dunk.
Game is close. I wouldn't be surprised. Falcons trying to get back at him, trying to commit a hard play, trying to slow Dosen down. Because right now, we were talking earlier. Mountaineers need players to get hot. Dosen is this player getting hot right now. They know who the hot hand is right now.
100%. You got to feed that big man.
And Dosen at the line.
Score right now, 70-64. Still a close game with 3 minutes left on this clock.
Dosen, second shot at the line. Won't go. 1 for 2 on the line. 9 points on the game. Falcons driving in. Cuts it to the corner. Corner three. Misses short. Falcons still have possession. Picked off by Campbell. What good anticipation as he goes in. Easy layup.
And that was so smooth from Campbell.
That was fantastic anticipation there.
Just making it look easy.
Read the play like a book. Dante Richards drives in, takes it. Ball goes out of bounds. Paul Dre Campbell keeps getting those interceptions. He's like he knows the play that's happening, always having eyes on the court. Calling the shots on defense either. He's down low in the post. Pokes the ball away. Harpreet Gill takes it. Brings it back. The layup is good. Mountaineers are on a run. It's now a 10-point lead, 74-64.
And it's just that easy for this Mountaineers team.
Mountaineers are catching fire. The Falcons trying to muster anything right now as Dosen brings the ball up himself, finds Hennessy on the wing, brings it to Richards. Richards finds it to Gill. Gill drives in, spin move, rolls it in. Referee calls a travel. Harpreet Gill thinking he had a masterful move. Unfortunately, one step too many.
It seems that the Mountaineers, with their 10-point lead right now, are going to be doing a timeout.
Timeout.
And I feel like in the last couple of minutes, we saw quite a different team with this Mountaineer squad.
Exactly. Like, it feels like they just woke up. I don't know, something unlocked in them where they just found it. They just kept getting hot. Everything went Mountaineers' way.
I fully agree with you. And I feel like a huge contribution to that may be Marco Dawson, who's just been having quite the game right now.
Having a crazy fourth quarter.
From rebounding to converting buckets and just energizing the crowd and teammates. Just been doing it all.
Marco Dosen, 10 boards, 1 assist, 9 points, 1 point away from a double-double. Joining his fellow Mountaineer, Harpreet Gill, with a double-double. Harpreet Gill with 14 points and 10 boards.
It's always great to have two players be in that double-double range.
Hey, come on, we're Canadian. We love our double-doubles.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Play is resumed. Got 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. Falcons throw it into the stands. It's now going to be Mountaineers ball. Mountaineers are up by 10, trying to put this game out of reach. Trying to smother the flame on this Falcons team, who came out hot. Campbell drives in, finds Dosen. Dosen for three. Won't go, hits off the front iron. Richards picks up the defender. Foul contact on the way through. Going to be a foul on Dante Richards. Going to be his 5th foul of the game, which he is.
Dante Richards will be picking up quite a lot of fouls in today's game.
Dante Richards in foul trouble. One more foul and he could be out of the game, so he's got to be careful. We could see some possible plays drawn up by the Falcons trying to exploit some Mountaineers in foul trouble. That being Caldre Campbell, who does have 3 fouls, and Dante Richards, who has 5 fouls on his name this game.
And just from overhearing the Falcons coach, it seems that's who they're really trying to penetrate the ball through.
Alsamina for free throws hits his first shot. He's 2 for 3 on the line. 16 points on the game. Makes it 17 points. Campbell cuts in, head full of steam, finds the point, Dosen swings to the Young. Falcons all over, running around the court, playing physical defense right now, making the Mountaineers earn it. Gill bobbles it, tries to keep it alive. Unfortunately, goes out. Minute 44 left in the game. 8-point game.
And that was a great pass from Marco to Harpreet Gill. Just ball seemed a little slippery on that, and Gill wasn't able to get the right connection onto it.
Layup goes up and out. Doesn't go with Fanshawe. That is going to be Mountaineers ball. Marco Dosen back on the line. One shot, one opportunity to two shots, two opportunities. To get that double-double, trying to get it in. Marco Dosen with the double-double. 10 points, 10 boards.
Two double machines on this Mountaineers team. It seems like our formula for success right there.
Dosen misses his second free throw. Bogart takes the ball himself, brings it in. Corner through for Okafor, drives in, drives through traffic, doesn't make it. Asmina finds it. Okafor for three, corner three, won't go. Picked up by Harpreet Gill, who slows it down, trying to burn off some of his clock. Minute 11 left in the game. Campbell slowing it down. The Mountaineers are up by 9. It's a foul called. Foul will be called on Demarion Ennis. Roger Campbell going to be going to the line. Caudre Campbell not really all over the offensive score sheet. If you look at the numbers on the live stats, you won't really see anything eye-popping, but he has all of the intangibles you need. You need it in this game. Good anticipation on defense, calling the shots, being that defensive anchor around the team. Some of the scoreboard doesn't really show a lot.
And definitely been with that second unit kind of coming on after the starters, just being a leader and just able to facilitate to his teammates. But yeah, again, you are right that he hasn't taken much of the offensive role today, but just been special in so many other places.
As Bogart gets the layup in, and foul. Foul gets called.
It seems that both referees had two different stances on that play right there.
As the Mountaineers crowd is getting loud. One, the call to go in favor of the Mountaineers. Mountaineers ball.
You're gonna see some players in the crowd, some people in the crowd just going wild with it. Great Mountaineers spirit. Seems that we have some parents from of the basketball players in the crowd too as well.
Got some of the women's teams too from last game, cheering on all the teams.
Good
That's
to
a
have
9-point game, 51 seconds left.
it's good to have all that support still in the building, especially in such a close game. Game was closer earlier, but Mountaineers still have to put an end to it.
Mountaineers running away with it now. Going on a run. Rayvon Young picks it up. Double teamed, stripped away by Bogart. Point three, blocked by Campbell. Fanshawe just trying to get anything right now. Can't find anything. Stolen, picked off by guess who? Call J. Campbell, who finds Rayvon Young, who gets the layup.
And just like that, Campbell just with another steal. It seems that all his fouls of today are kind of forgiven when you have that many steals to your name.
Caldre Campbell. It's amazing this game how he could just read every single play, read every pass. The pass is coming. All you see is his hand. Boom. He's gone.
And he's kind of like a silent ghost, I would even say, where you never see him coming and he's just always there.
The time is running down. 14 seconds left as the Mountaineers are going to run out the clock. Now, the David Braley Athletic Center goes on their feet, applauding their fellow Mountaineers. That is the game. The Mohawk Mountaineers improve to 1-0 on the season. They win 79-68. Amazing game from both sides giving them all. So we go to arguably the best thing in sports, just handshake. Highlights from this game. 2 players with 17 points, a game high, that being Brandon Bogart and Mohammed Al-Mansina. Both with 17 points. Leading scorer for the Mountaineers was Harpreet Gill, who had a game, 14 points, 12 assists, 5 from 12 from the fields. 4 Mountaineers in double digits, but Harpreet Gill and Marco Dosen getting in double-double territory. We got some highlights for the entire game. Rayvon Young going in, him having 13 points. Iverson Chong going from 3. Everyone lighting. Padraig Campbell. Padraig Campbell.
With Harpreet Gill. So Harpreet, you've had an amazing game today with recording a double-double and just leading your team with offensive and also defensive rebound and just being able to score. How do you do that with just a close team of depth and rotation? How are you able to find your rhythm in the game?
That's just my job, right? That's what they expect me to do, and I just came in here and did my job, right? That's what my job is. I come in, I'm doing it every day, and man, that's what you gotta expect from me, right? Just expect it, so I do it.
And I'll say the team had such great success in your Montreal games. Were you expecting such a close game when facing the Fanshawe Falcons today?
Honestly, like, this is the West, right? Anything can happen. We can get beat any day, any game. So we gotta come play hard, work hard, and like you said, we have so much depth that it shouldn't matter day in, day out. We gotta come in and win, and we never come in and lose games.
And as my final question, is there any advice that you would say that your team needs to kind of work on to really get to that playoff picture at the end of the season?
Work harder.
All right. Thank you, Harpreet.
All right. That was color commentary. Mick Festi, on behalf of him and me, Owen Penny. Thank you guys for watching the presentation of OCAA basketball and Mountaineer Sports Network. Mountaineers take this one 79-68. Thank you for watching.